Admitting to yourself that creativity is an addiction opens the door for you to find the place and the time to listen to your creativity. To not ignore that inner core that's waking you up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Just admit it, that you love to create. And maybe it's a little bit more love than what you need to give, but yet you still create. Unplugged because we will always say yes to creativity. Totally uncut because we all make mistakes. So turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. How have you been? Where have you been? Is it a brand new year where you are? Or are you smack dab in the middle of another year that you're trying to escape? Boy, if that's not become the way of life, huh? Wow. So how do you know when the universe is speaking to you? Even my local preacher, grown international, can't speak that answer. It's more than just a feeling, larger than an intuition. Paying close attention to the tiniest of things brings together all things. Which is why I daily write. My best ideas appear on paper weeks ahead of gaining access to taking a chance or an opportunity. The next step is reality. As a writer, you have to be careful though. It's way too easy to write a story that won't happen. Then you end up wasting a lot of emotional energy trying to make it up because you're doubting again. You're shaming yourself. Now you have to deal with the letdown. What does this have to do with the universe speaking? Well, knowing in your heart and every step that all things were created by the universe. All things have a story and a purpose. All things deserve your respect, including the things that you don't agree with. That's where the learning begins. There's always a side of you that doesn't know the other side of you. Hey, it's Arroe. This is The Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer. I come to the universe and I say, what you got? What tree can I pick from today? Can we do strawberries instead? And then we write about it. Somewhere in that mess, there's going to be something that I can hold on to, that you can hold on to. But if you don't share it, then I think that's hoarding. This is The Daily Mess. I really don't want to do this, yet my heart is flooded with its presence. How dangerous is tomorrow's AI world? Artificial intelligence. I picked up on this vibe while watching the new movie Megan. The film introduces us to a toy that looks very human. Its emotions come across as more caring than a human being. The conflict begins when such a relationship is recognized as being greater than human interaction. Okay, I had to do some research. Research shows that science isn't sure if AIs will surpass human intelligence. Only a few of them believe it will happen. Trust me, I've talked with astronauts. They've all told me AIs will be the first to walk on Mars. AIs are being looked upon as being greater mainly because they're very quick in making decisions. What do? We wander into a thought and we go, I don't know. Give me some time to think about this. Whereas the AI is already on it. They show up to work on time. Scientists point out that artificial intelligence is more than human-like robots. AI right now, it's everywhere and has helped make medicine and other businesses much better than what it was 5 to 10 years ago. Seeing a movie such as this is like watching those old black and white films from the 30s and 40s where they showed the rockets blasting off from Earth and hitting the moon in the eye. In the 30s and 40s, it was just a thought. Will we ever go to the moon? I know. Let's make a movie about it. And they had no clue. No clue. Because I've yet to see an eye on the man in the moon. AIs. Do you fear them? Are you with them? Do you support them? Is it going to change the way that we think and do? But then again, scientists say it's already happened. So have you got this platform anywhere for you to decide, how have I changed? And in those moments of evolution, was it a good move? Look at the way that the digital world changed each and every one of us. The smartphone, the iPod, streaming television. Someone told me the other day, why are these movie theaters closing? How often do you go to the movie? Well, maybe once a month, maybe once every other month. Right. Where are you getting your movie fix at? Hulu? Netflix? Okay, so you want to start all over with that first question? The first question being, why are movie theaters closing? Okay, so that's how our lives have changed. It's even changed the music industry because look what Napster did to music. It made music readily available for you anytime without having to step into a Tower Records or even a Music Land. Do you remember when Walmart used to have just a ton of CDs? And now, maybe a few, because people aren't buying them. Now, some people are saying, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Well, for nostalgia, we'll buy it. That's what they're doing with albums, too. And I've even talked with bands that say, we're putting out cassettes. You what? You're putting out cassettes? Did the sun cool off or something? Because I know when I was a kid and I had cassettes, we would leave those things in the car, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, man, there goes $6.99 I'll never get back. All melted everywhere. AIs are everywhere. You're being watched even as we speak. I truly believe that Alexa is listening to us every moment we have her on, because it's amazing how I could be having a conversation with my wife and the product we're talking about suddenly shows up on Facebook. She's got our pattern down. She knows I want to know the temperature when I wake up in the morning. She knows I have to know what the weather's going to be. I can't get her to say, good morning, Jazzy. No, she wants to record me saying it. No, I can say it. I don't need somebody to say it for me. I also want her to say, Ernie, shut up. That's my Blue Crown Con. You're very loud. So I guess I'm not going to worry about AIs until someone says, good morning, Jazzy, or Ernie, shut up. I don't want to record it. I just don't want to record it. I'm Arroe, and that's The Daily Mess.